Question 16. So what I want to do is I want to go and figure out what's A, B, and C. What I know is 86 degrees. I want to go in alphabetical order, and I'm going to go for A first. So when I do that and I draw the shape, I can see I've got an F and I've got parallel lines. So I'm happy to use corresponding angles. So I'm going to say that corresponding angles are equal to each other, and I know that my parallel lines is going to be PQ. PQ is parallel to RS. Now that I've got my reason out the way, I can make the statement that says A is equal to 86 degrees. So that's done. So I now know that A is 86. Next up, I'm going to go for B. My closest angle to B is going to be either A or C. C is unknown, A is known. So if I do A and B, I can use this shape to do co-interior angles. And I just want to confirm, yes, this line is parallel to that line. So I can use that shape. So I'm going to say for B, A plus B is equal to 180 degrees. And the reason for that is that co-interior angles are supplementary. And for co-interior angles to exist, I need to have parallel lines. So I know that JH is parallel to LK. So A is 86 degrees plus B is equal to 180 degrees minus 86 on both sides. B is going to be equal to 100 minus 6, which is going to be 94 degrees. So I now know that B is 94. Next up, let's calculate C. So I now know, 86 over here, and I know 94 over there. So if I do that, I can see I could do co-interior angles, but I can also do corresponding if I do that. So you need to choose which one. I'm going to go with corresponding because I don't have to calculate. So I am going to say that B is equal to C is equal to, what did we say? 94 degrees. And the reason for that is that corresponding angles are equal to one another, and the lines that are parallel are these. So that's going to be PQ is parallel to RS. That is question 16. Let's do question 17. Again, A, B, C, D. I'm going to start with A. So that is A. What is known is 94 here and 63. The closest relationship I have is 63, so let me erase that. And what I'm going to do is straight line, right? So I'm going to say angles on a straight line are supplementary. And since that's the case, it means that A plus 63 degrees are equal to 180, because supplementary means they're equal to 180 minus 63 on both sides. So A is going to be equal to 120, 117 degrees. Next up, let's do B. So I now know A, right? B is over here. B is in a relationship with, I can do B and A, but this is a problem because these lines are not parallel. Or let's follow the lines and see what happens. If I extend this line, it goes like that. If I extend this line, it goes like that, which means they intersect. So I cannot use co-interior angles here because those are not parallel. B would work with Z for alternate. Still, I can't do it. Big no because this is not parallel to that. So that won't work. B and 94 parallel lines? Yes, I have them. So I am going to use sum of co-interior angles. So what am I going to say? I'm going to say B, or let's do the reason first. I'm going to say sum of co-interior angles are supplementary, or they equal 180. So B plus 94 degrees equal 180 degrees. Minus 94 minus 94, B is equal to 86 degrees. Remember your degree sign. So now I know that B is 86, and I also know that A is 117. Let's go for C. Now C, the question with C is, what's the closest one, right? That's always the question. C, I would be tempted to do alternate because it looks like that, but this is not parallel to this, so alternate does not work, and we got to be careful of that. Can we do corresponding angles if I did an F like that? No, because this is not parallel to that. That won't work. What about corresponding this way, this angle with that one? Yes, that works absolutely, because this is parallel to that. Oh, I forgot. We need to go back to, let's go to the orange one. Here's our reason, and we're saying sum of the co-interior angles. So let's look at B again. We said co-interior, and we're saying parallel lines. EF must be parallel to MN for this to be true. On the green line, we don't need any parallel lines. Okay, back to the purple, back to C. I am going to say corresponding angles are equal to each other, and my parallel lines are going to be EF is parallel to MN, and therefore A is equal to C, which is equal to, let's look over here, 117 degrees. So C is 117 degrees. So I've got that now, 117 as well. And lastly for D. So D is relatively straightforward. We did this in class. You could see that I've got vertically opposite angles. So I'm going to say D is equal to 94 degrees because vertically opposite angles are equal to each other.